Hi, Charlie McCann and Stan James. Welcome to preview of the John Smith's Grand National meeting. We've covered the Grand National on a couple of occasions. We'll just fleetingly refer to it at the end. But let's go through Thursday's racing. First of all, can I just say as well, the Special Duty, the horse, she won the Cheveley Park at the end of the season. She's favourite for the StanJames.com 1,000 guineas. She makes her return on Thursday in the Prix en Prudence, so it's possible that we may have a short price favourite. If you're interested in backing Special Duty, remember she won 6-1. She's never raced beyond, and there's a slight reservation I think on her stamina. That is the only, I think she's got by far the best juvenile form, and her trainer Krieg Tedmarek has compared her very favourably with Hatouf, with Maya Biche and Ravenella, her three other 1,000 guineas winners. So a Special Duty runs, if she wins and wins impressively, I think she'll go off a very short price favourite. But that's Thursday. We've got Big Bucks running in the opener on Thursday. He looks a real penalty kick, I must say, in that Time for Rupert takes him on again, and Tidal Bay is a likely runner as well. Tidal Bay didn't give his running, but Big Bucks, that was as impressive a performance as anyone in the Cheltenham Festival, and the first time there was no need to push along Big Bucks, and very impressive. Second race, fascinating. This really is an intriguing race when you've got these two horses. You've got Sanctuary, of course, who won the Fred Winter against Super Kenny, this talking horse. Soldatino, of course, won the Triumph Hurdle for Henderson, and all the talk from the Henderson yards and Seven Barrows was this was a superior horse. Well, they may take each other on, but it's interesting, one of them, Nichols, may leave Sanctuary in against the older horses, getting weight, of course, from them on the Friday. But that is one of the, if they both turn two, I think that is one of the matches of the Barazan as well, of course, second in the Triumph Hurdle. And this tight Aintree circuit should suit, but that really is a cracking race to look forward to. The Totesport Bowl is third up, and of course Imperial Commander has been given the okay to run. That's the great thing about Nigel Twiston-Davis. His horse is there. He thinks the racehorse is there to race, and the Gold Cup winner, wonderful again. It's a fantastic performance, and I think he is a superior horse going left-handed, and he will take the beating. What a friend, of course, Sir Alec Ferguson, and a big day for Sir Alex, of course, in Manchester on Wednesday night. Will he probably be going then with his friend Jed Mason to Aintree on Thursday to see What a Friend, of course, who won in Ireland Group 1 the Lexus on his last start, missed Aintree. Sir Connections, Paul Nichols said they wanted to wait for this and maybe punches down, but he will take him off. But really, on the form of that Cheltenham Gold Cup, it really is difficult to get away from Imperial Commander. Baby Run in the Fox Hunter, similarly, remember this is the horse Nigel Twiston-Davis won 2 races at the Cheltenham Festival within 45 minutes. Well, he could do exactly the same 35 minutes, of course, with the Fox Hunters. Baby Run, remember, he covered the first circuit 6 seconds faster than they did in the Gold Cup, back to 2 3/4 mile. His style of running, I know there's a 30-runner race, but Sam Twiston-Davis, you would imagine, would have that in front, and I think he will take an awful lot of beating in what doesn't look particularly great, I must say, Fox Hunters. Tataniano in the 5th race. This is a horse who's also got an engagement in the 2 mile. This red drum handicap, I always like a novice in this race, and it doesn't seem to me that many progressive horses as well. French Opera second in the Grand Annual, Johnny Henderson Grand Annual towards the end as well, and Pigeon Island, who won that race, they would be 2 more to have in mind for that. My bet of the first day would be in the 5:30 Ain Armour. I don't know if you saw this horse in JP McManus, trained by Nicky Henderson. They tried him in 3 miles at Newbury, and they put him away then. They thought he was well handicapped. They put him away for the Potemps. He palpably failed to stay, I think, back to 2.5 miles. Obviously, it's a very, very competitive handicap, but he would be my first in that. On the Friday, just quickly going through Menorah, we've got the Supreme Novice winner. He looks to take all the beating, but Washington Irving, I know, has been laid out for this, and of course Sanctuary could run in that. Burton Port against RG in the 2:30. Big Burton Port fan. I think this would be a really good thing if he hadn't have run in the Sun Alliance Chase. Then we've got the Melling Chase with fascinating races. Again, you've got Kalahari King, and you've got, for Paddy the Plaster, up in trip from the Champion Chase against Alberta's Run, who of course won the Ryanair. Then they've got the top, Wogan would have but Wogan's doubly engaged. Prince de Bouchain has only got a £4 penalty for his win last Saturday. What I'm quite interested in is battle cry there. He didn't give his running. He's much better than he showed at Newbury last time. The Minack is one in the 420 there. I think this is the last race on BBC television. That's quite an interesting horse as well, of Nichols. They bypassed Cheltenham for that, but again, the Voromor 2 in the 455, but I could just give you one selection as well for Friday. It's the last card Louis with me. It's the last race, and it was Aracuria of Keelty, is John Keeley rather, in the last. This was beaten by shot from the hip last time at Leopardstown. I must say I backed Aracuria. I thought she was something to bet on, but she bets now back against her own sex, and I think she'll take all the beating through to Grand National Day itself. Pedlar's Cross against Quanta Division. Pedlar's Cross should win that for local winner for Donald McCain. Mad Max, I thought, had a good chance in the novice chase, but again, I probably think he should be maybe up in trip. The John Smith's Handicap Chase, Carlitos, Rare Bob and Wogan, again, they're the three I sort of have provisionally for this. But in effect, it's all around the Grand National. You know, I'm a State of Play man. I've backed State of Play since then. You know, now that interesting, I fortunate enough to speak to Paul Beck, and Flintoff's been taken out of the Irish National yesterday to run in English National. Fred is flying in. I think he's spending a lot of his time in Dubai at present, but he's flying in for the John Smith's Grand National. We have, as you can imagine, we have number of specials on the race, number age of the winner, you know, the Irish winner, Paul Nichols winner, also have who will start favourite, the weight of the winner, etc. But the John Smith's Grand National remains the greatest horse race in the world for me. 4.5 miles, 30 fences, 40 runners. It really is, I think, the ultimate equine and human test. State of Play for me hasn't raced, goes against all the trends that a horse who hasn't raced since November, but I'm sure State of Play can, well, if not, he can do it. He finished 4th last year, and if you look at the rerun, he made vital mistakes going into Beaches, and he went to Beaches about 4th or 5th, going into, sorry, the 4th or 5th fence going in towards Beaches. He finished Beaches and coming to the canal turn and around mid-division, made his ground very quickly. I hope he gets the run of the race. You need a bit of luck. Be lucky yourself.